Welcome, brave adventurers, to the incredible ArgoPrep Universe, where 4th grade social studies becomes an epic quest. I am King Thorne the Thoughtful, your royal guide through space, time, and geography. You've just stepped into a world where maps come alive, history tells its secrets, and learning isn't just fun, it's an adventure. And today, we're embarking on our very first expedition. This scroll contains an urgent message from the Council of Cartographers. They need our help to create the Grand Atlas of the Empire State, a magical atlas that will reveal the hidden connections within New York and beyond. But alas, they've run into a great difficulty. The enchantments that power the atlas have been scattered to the winds. To reawaken the magic, we must recover 3 legendary artifacts: the all-seeing eye of New York, the true north compass, and a tablet of topographic secrets. Our first clue is a riddle wrapped in a star chart. Where the Empire State meets the world, the all-seeing eye awaits those who can read the language of the land. It seems the first artifact is hidden somewhere in New York, but its magic will only reveal itself to those who truly understand the Empire State. The Council believes that if we can master the basics of geography and learn to read political maps, we might be able to find the all-seeing eye. Will you join me on this vital quest? The fate of the Grand Atlas rests on our success. Onward to adventure. In today's adventure, we shall learn where New York is located in our world, discover how to read political maps, explore what makes New York unique, and connect our own identities to different places. Let's begin our quest by pinpointing the Empire State on a map. Now, imagine our Earth is like a giant orange, and we're going to peel it in a special way. If we cut it in half this way, we get a top half and a bottom half. The top half is the northern hemisphere, and the bottom half is the southern hemisphere. Now, let's slice it the other way, dividing it into a left and right. The left side is the western hemisphere, and the right side is the eastern hemisphere. And guess what? New York is nestled right here in the northern and western hemispheres. Now, let's zoom in closer. We're soaring over North America, one of the 7 giant land masses called continents. And there it is, New York in all its glory, right here in the northeastern part of the United States. Let's zoom in one more time. Look how it's nestled among the other states like a piece in a giant puzzle. Now, I have a special scroll here. It's not just any scroll, it's a guide to reading political maps. These maps are like secret codes that tell us about how humans have divided the land. See the lines? They're not real lines on the ground, but they show us the borders between states and countries, like invisible fences. And those little stars and dots? They mark special places like capitals and important cities. Each state and country even gets its own color, like wearing different team jerseys so we can tell them apart. Speaking of neighbors, let's take a quick tour around New York's borders, like we're walking along its edges. Starting up north, we've got Canada, a whole other country, as a neighbor. Moving east, we bump into Vermont, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, 3 states with their own unique personalities. As we head south, we meet New Jersey and Pennsylvania, 2 more states that are part of our larger American family. And finally, as we swing west, we see more of Pennsylvania and two of the Great Lakes, Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Now here's a fun fact. New York is home to over 19 million people. That's more people than you could ever count on your fingers and toes. Each person in New York has their own unique identity, just like you. They have their own favorite foods, their own hobbies, their own family traditions, and their own special places within the state. And that's what makes New York so special. It's a place where all these different identities come together. In New York City, the biggest city in America, you can hear over 200 different languages spoken in the streets. It's like a symphony of voices from all over the world. Then, if you travel upstate, you'll find peaceful mountain communities nestled in the Adirondacks, where people live a quieter life, closer to nature. You'll also discover bustling college towns filled with students eager to learn and explore, and quiet farming villages where families have worked the land for generations. From the suburbs to the busy city streets, New York is a place of incredible diversity, where people from all walks of life come together to create something truly unique. Now for our quiz. Which continent is New York located in? A. North America, B. South America, C. Europe, D. Asia. The answer is A. New York is indeed part of North America. What kind of map shows borders between states and countries? A. A weather map, B. A population map, C. A physical map, D. A political map. The answer is D. A political map. Oh, my future geographers! Do you know what time it is? It's time to earn the Argo Star. But you'll need to complete 3 special challenges to prove your expertise. Are you ready? Challenge number 1. Draw a small circle in the center of your paper and write your name in it. Now, just like New York has different neighbors, draw 4 lines coming out from your circle. At the end of each line, write down a group you belong to. Maybe you're a sports team member, part of a family, a student, or an artist. Challenge number 2. Look at this political map on your screen. Find and point to New York's border with Canada, 2 Great Lakes that touch New York, 3 neighboring states. Challenge number 3. Just like New York connects with its neighbors, it's your turn to make connections. Write down one way your community is similar to New York, and one thing that makes your community unique. Yes, you did it. You're officially geography experts. Give yourselves a royal round of applause. Let's review what we've discovered. New York's multiple geographic identities: hemispheres, continent, region. How political maps help us to understand boundaries and belonging. New York's connections to neighboring states and features. How New York's diversity reflects the many identities of its people. What's this? The scroll is glowing brighter, and I can hear a faint humming sound. Our discoveries about New York and political maps are working. The riddle said the artifact's magic will only activate for those who truly understand New York's place in the world. We did it! By learning where New York is located in our world and discovering how to read political maps, we have found the all-seeing eye of New York. But our quest isn't over yet. The True North Compass and the Tablet of Topographic Secrets are still out there. Will you join me in the next video to continue our adventure and learn about relative location? Onward, brave adventurers!